Welcome to LearningMole. Today we are exploring an activity which is really going to help with those fine motor skills, but which has a literacy focus as well. This is a great little activity for exploring the different shapes of letters and that very early letter formation. Very, very simple. All you need is a pipe cleaner and some chopped up plastic straws or paper straws, whatever you want to use. And a really nice starting activity for those fine motor skills. So it's just asking the children to thread on those little pieces of straw onto the pipe cleaner, and a really, really nice fine motor activity and nice little sensory activity as well. Once they've filled their pipe cleaner, it should look like this, and what I just did is hook the ends so that the straws don't all fall back off again. And now they've got their little resource, their little letter resource. And I just love this activity because it allows for some creativity. It really gets the children thinking about the shapes of letters. It really gets them thinking about that letter formation, but without those formal writing practices of needing pens and paper. So once they've got their pipe cleaner with their straws all fed on there, and again you can add in patterns, you can add in colours, you can discuss that as well when they're making their resource. You're then going to challenge the children or your child to say, right, you've got this now, how could you make that into a letter? And that's the reason we use pipe cleaners, because they're so bendable. So I might give them a little clue and I would say, well, I'm going to make a really easy one. I'm going to make a letter O. And then you might even ask them, what sound does O make? So you can actually start to introduce that element of phonics in there as well. And if you're following the Jolly Phonics program, you can ask them to show you the action too. So this is just a really great little oral activity with a wee bit of sensory and a wee bit of fine motor skills introduced as well. So I might say, well, I've made a letter O. What could you make? So then they've got their activity, they've got their little activity pipe cleaner. They might make a letter C. They might be really, really creative and they might manipulate it, and it's great for those fine motor skills of really manipulating that shape to make different letters. They might manipulate theirs into a W. They might make a letter, or they might even be really, really creative and they might think, oh, well, if I can make a W, I also can make an M. And it's just a really fun little activity that's great for discussion, great for fine motor, and really thinking about those very, very early letter formation skills.